Yeah, great. With that being said, what are some ways that believers can impact their communities, even like local communities, out of state communities, out of country communities, with the gospel today?
I think that the best form of discipleship is modeling it. And that's why we're so passionate about building a community of young people that are living life together and then serving. Uh, and I think there is a lot of benefits from collaboration and doing mission where you're at, because that's what we're called to. We're called to be planted where we're at. Oftentimes we think that we have to go overseas. And so with Become Network, we provide opportunities for you to live on mission where you're at, and also network with other young leaders in the process. Oftentimes people don't know where to start, and it just simply starts by you being faithful with what's in front of you. And I found out that when you get it out of your comfort zone, that's when God steps in and takes over.
Love it. I think, the first thing I would say is, like, if you're not part of a local church, join a local church. Like, go find some brothers and sisters that you can do life with, and you can be discipled by that church. And I think a lot of the churches have some awesome ministries and awesome programs and ways that they're giving back and serving their community. I work for Buckner. I'm the director of missions at Buckner, and we get the privilege of working alongside a lot of these churches. And so one of the things that we're doing is we are basically a turnkey missions, missions service, right? So we'll work with churches, and we'll send you around the world or down to South Texas to be a part of some really cool projects like building homes, doing agriculture, spiritual development. It's all about family, right? And keeping families together and what God is doing through families. And so, you can certainly, work with an organization, like us. But I would say, maybe the first thing is just join a church and get involved there.
Yeah, there's a lot of great organizations that you can be a part of locally, nationally, even in your own state. Just to shout out one that I'm a part of right now. In South Texas, my brother started a ministry a couple of years ago that's really kind of deconstructing the way that people have traditionally done missions for the last a couple hundred years. And really, he's broken it down, and instead of focusing on service projects and some of those more traditional things that people do on mission, he is bringing it back to the people. And he's saying, like, hey, come here, hear people's stories, learn from them, see them, right? Hear what they're going through. Nothing's going to change. You aren't going to immediately bring them any kind of hope outside of telling them the gospel and giving them a couple of resources that they need. But it's not going to happen fast. It's going to be something that takes time. I love the way that he has really kind of switched missions and turned that on their head. Doing a great thing. Their name is Border Perspective. They focus a lot on immigrants right now, especially with what's going on in South Texas. He focuses a lot on just changing the perspective of people's perspective that they have according to all the narratives that are being told to them through social media, through the news, through different belief systems.
Wait a second. All the information
like
in the news and social media is not accurate? What do you mean?
Sometimes it is, but most of the time. And that's the thing. And the number one thing that he would say is, like, come and hear for yourself. Come and see for yourself, and then make your own assessment, make your own thoughts, and then do something about that if you want to or if you don't. But don't judge a book by its cover without hearing, seeing, and being there first.
Yeah, I love that, and it's about listening, right? Which we really don't do that well these days, and so I love that, and I think one of the things that I think is unique about the way we do short-term missions through Buckner is we do a lot of listening. Like when you go on mission with us. You go to a community where we have staff 24/7, and so you're gonna hook up right next to to people that are walking through life with families. And so like when you go down there, you link up to the local strategy already, and then you come home and that local strategy continues, right? It's not dependent on our saving of that
Yeah.
community, right, to come
Yeah.
down and you know, fix whatever problems it is. But no, but I love it.
You know, one of the things that I would consider if you're wanting to partner alongside an organization, if you're looking for one to work with, is to really consider who is doing long-term strategic work in these locations. That's one of the things I do love about working at Buckner, is that there are a variety of avenues in which you can engage. You can engage through shoes, through donating shoes. You can go, you can give. But really, one of the amazing things is that we have a team of professionals who are kingdom-minded and who are serving consistently in these communities to see transformation. And you're right, a lot of this transformation is sometimes slow. It's not, you might go out for a week and you're doing a lot more listening or a lot more communicating and relationship building. But man, the long-term growth is really incredible. And so I would just encourage you to find who's doing the work and partner with them.
That really is a trick. Find someone local who's doing the work and partner with them to build the kingdom.
Yeah. Because it's not he who plants or waters that's anything, right? But it's God who brings the growth. You know, it's not about us. It's not about Buckner. You know, it's not about us. It's not about you guys. It's about you know what God is doing in those communities, because He's already in these communities, right? He's here. He's there. He's already working. And how do we hook up to join Him in what He's already doing?
And what a privilege that we get to.
Yeah, for sure.